Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amber Waves. I'm an intuitive guide, a business mentor, and I love hosting transformative retreats. And I am here today to share a little bit about the eclipse season. And if you want to stick around after that, I'm going to do a group oracle card reading for you. So let's dive in. Um, First, I just want to get centered, tune in, and so I'm just going to do a little opening prayer, intention setting. So if you just want to, if you're seated, you can just close your eyes. You can have your hands on your heart, your solar plexus, on your womb, or just laying on your lap. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Divine source, God, goddess, universe, infinite creator, or whatever the name is for you. We're so grateful to be in your presence today, to receive the wisdom and support. And what an honor it is for all of us to be here and now, whenever you're watching this video, whenever you're tuning in with spirit and yourself. I honor each and every person watching this video. And I just ask to be a clear channel for the highest and best of all. May you guide us. May you show us. May you reveal our highest and best truth, our authentic truth, because we know our authenticity is the highest frequency we can emit. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this space. And so it is. Namaste. Well, welcome. This is kind of a new thing. Um, I was kind of in the flow and really felt the call to come share more about eclipse season and um, just sharing what I'm feeling called to share right now. And so I'm wondering, has anyone ever told you not to manifest during eclipse season? The thing is, they're forgetting one thing, and here's the truth: we're always manifesting. Always. We're literally always manifesting. And every thought, every feeling, every action is broadcasting and emitting this energy, your energy. And there's no pause button during eclipse season. Your frequency is creating in every moment. But here's the twist: eclipse season plays by its own rules. And eclipse energy is unstable and unpredictable. It's wild, it's messy, it's magical, and it's also necessary. It's like this divine reset button where you can see a lot of sudden endings or revelations or just your path being redirected in a big way. And the best way to explain eclipse energy is that it's chaotic, so it doesn't hold intentions as strongly because it shakes loose what's no longer serving us and what's in our highest good. So I believe this is Spirit's way of saying, trust me, there's a better plan unfolding for you. Eclipses clear out what's not aligned with us anymore. And if you try to force anything, you might get redirected anyway. So don't overforce anything right now. And over the eclipse season lasts for the first eclipse is Saturday, but it's 2 weeks, but you can feel the effects a little bit before and afterwards. So um, really a lot of people consider eclipse season opening like September 1st. But um, yeah, the eclipse energy, like eclipse season is like a dance with the divine. You take the lead with your intentions, and the universe and spirit responds. And through that, new possibilities emerge. And you know, sometimes it's not always love and light the way it, you know, whatever is happening that is redirecting your path. But anyway, so the first eclipse, we have two eclipses. That's what makes it eclipse season. Usually they come in two. Sometimes you'll get a third one every once in a while. But anyway, the first one is happening this Saturday, September 7th, and it's going to be a total lunar eclipse. And a lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves into the Earth's shadows. So it causes the moon to be darkened. So the moon will not be visible for like, I think it's like 86 or 87 minutes. But we won't be able to see the eclipse anyway. And here in the United States, it's happening on the other side of the world and like East Africa and Asia, around there. So this full moon coming up on Saturday, it's called a blood moon. And it's because the moon takes on this reddish hue color during the eclipse. And this red color is caused by the sunlight bending through the Earth's atmosphere. And what it does, it scatters away blue light and lets the redder wavelengths, which are longer wavelengths, reach the moon. And that's why it's called blood moon, because of the light. But yeah, so I'm wondering, one thing I'm not sure about that is nice, surprises are nice, is I'm not sure if we'll see the blood moon because we won't see the eclipse, but I'm not sure. We may be able to see the blood moon from where we're at in the United States, but maybe just not the eclipse. I'm not sure though. We'll see on Saturday. But yeah, this one won't be visible to us in the United States. It's not like you really want to go stare at an eclipse anyway and soak up all its chaotic energy. You definitely don't want to like make any moon water right now. Please do not put your moon water out or charge your crystals in it or anything like that under the moon right now, because it'll just soak up all the chaotic energy from it. You can simply clear it with your intention or do a little Reiki, or just hold it, close your eyes, and ask that crystal to be clear for you. And for your water, say thank you to your water. I do it all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all you got to do. And then drink it. But anyway, so, okay, eclipse season is going on. So what do we do during eclipse season? And I tried to come up with a list of pretty simple things. I didn't want to make it some complicated These are very simple rituals that you can do to transmute and transform the chaotic energy of the eclipses. And the key during eclipse season is to just lean back and witness and surrender. Don't try to control or force right now. That's just going to create more resistance for you. Just let it go. Instead of pushing and pushing intentions out, practice receiving, practice stillness, practice going out in nature, noticing what's shifting inside of you, and just trusting that it's what's being cleared is needed to be cleared. And so I wanted to share some releasing and surrender rituals that you can do, some simple rituals that you can do to clear out the old energy as you move through this eclipse portal that we're in. And the first one is just like an eclipse clearing journal. So just write down, sit down, take 3 to 5 minutes. I dare you to go to 5 minutes and just, you can put on some like no talking meditation music in the background, or just stillness in silence, and just receive, and then write down anything that is coming through this draining you or holding you back, or anything that is ready to be released. So go in with the intention of asking to, ask what needs to be released. And then you can physically tear this, or my favorite is to safely burn the page. If you're burning it inside, or you can go burn it outside. But as it burns, just use your intention as it symbolically lets it go, and in turn is letting go of the energy in your field. So that's one little simple trick. Another one is a saltwater bath, my favorite. Just fill your bath with water. Do 1/4 of a cup of Epsom salt, or not 1/4 of a cup, 1/4 of a cup of baking soda, a cup of Epsom salt, and a few drops of like lavender oil. Don't put like peppermint oil in there or anything like that. You can try others, but I'm just gonna go with a safe one of lavender essential oil. And as you soak in the bath, just visualize the old energy washing away. I really love to use water. Your intentions go into that water, into the water structure, and restructures it with your intentions, because you're powerful. You can also declutter space. I know that is big on my list, and with Virgo season and all that, it's definitely a great time, just like at the end of the summer too. It's always a great time to declutter. So if that seems overwhelming to you, like it's been a big thing on my journey, but having a clean space is really important to me. Just pick one area of your home first that feels cluttered, or the energy feels off, and start to declutter it. And the physical clearing mirrors the energetic clearing when you do that. Another thing is nature. Do a nature walk and reflect. Go outside for, you could do like 10 minutes, but go out for a half hour, for 30 minutes, and just sit, not on a walk with your girlfriend, or even with your dog. You could have your dog, but if you're just by yourself, that's always the best, because you're listening, you're not distracted with anything. But anyway, do what you can. And just consciously observe your surroundings and listen and feel and notice what arises in your intuition within you. And another one of my favorites that I would always recommend any time you can do it is a digital detox. And just schedule whether it's a few hours or a full day offline and allow your subconscious to integrate changes without distraction, and just calm the nervous system up. It's going to be really important to system and all the time, but especially during eclipse season. So yeah, I think that's all I have. And this could be hitting you in different ways. If you want to know how that could be affecting you, I can give you a little mini astrology reading on what's going on with your astrology right now with the eclipse season. So if you want that, you can always reach out. But we're going to move into the oracle card reading. So if I have your permission to give you a reading, so if you plan to stay, I see that as your permission to share this reading with you. So I felt called to pull a card from the Spirit Animal deck by Colleen Baron-Reed. I just really like how short and simple they are. So I'm just going to take a moment. And it says this reading be for the highest and best for all, to receive clarity, healing, or guidance on whatever is needed most right now. We ask you, Spirit, to show us, to reveal to us our truth, our divine destiny, and our reminder of our free will, and that we are always powerful creators of our own reality. We are always manifesting. So we ask for you to help guide the way in this reading for the highest and most best for all. All right, I'm going to do a 3-card reading. So the first card is going to be our focus point. It already came out. And the focus point is the Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive. Of course, that would be here with me. And so, Swan Spirit. I love the pink. The softness. It's time to invite this softness into your life. And invite more love. Love yourself deeply. Love others. You can see the kind of heart shape within the card. And I always like to look at the numbers, and there's a whole bunch of like numerology tricks you can do out there. Or not really tricks, techniques or whatever. So if you add the two numbers together, 6 and 0, you get 6. And 6 energy to me is it's after 5, and 5 is like the change card. So the 6 is like it's the ending of this big change, or it's coming to an end, or it recently ended, and you're navigating that. And so it's like, you know, you reach that peak and that high, but what comes down or what comes up comes back down. So it's not like low is a bad thing. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying, like, we can't stay at the top forever of the mountain. We have to start coming back down and reflect. And yeah, I feel like this is a lot of reflection of from the summer. And as the summer, here in the Midwest where I live, we've had this like fall weather here at the end of August. It's like the strangest, well, it's September now, but it's been going on for a week or so, and it's been like absolutely beautiful, and it's not going anywhere right now. And it's just like, it's great, but then it's also been like crap, like fall's right around the corner, but we're still here at the beginning of September. But this weather is like giving us a glimpse into the fall, and I see it as like a reminder to say, hey, the summer's winding down. Do what you want to do while the weather's here, and but not out of like FOMO, out of, okay, this is where I'm at in the summer. What do I want to do now? As the summer starts to wind down. Because in my eyes, it is still summer. um, Even though the weather would say it's fall right now. But, it's not fall until like late September. So for any of those people that like to start fall at the beginning of September. But anyway, so yeah, I just think it's really just taking the time these next couple weeks over eclipse season to really just reflect over your summer, over the year, and just slow down to kind of process it all. This year has astrologically has shown or said or whatever in astrology that time is accelerating, and it started to really accelerate more this year, and I can really feel that this summer, this year, really, period. It's just been like flying by, but July is when it really started to accelerate more. And then you have like the peak of the summer, with lots of solar energy going on, and it's just the peak energy. But now we're past, that Lionsgate portal that was last month, and it's starting to take that. You go up the mountain and then the way down. So you're going down and reflecting on the journey you just made to the top of the mountain, and whatever that experience was for you. So it's really would be good for you to just take some time for yourself to really reflect on everything, reflect on life, sit in stillness. All those rituals that I shared with you, they're very quick, easy to do rituals. So, all right, let's actually go into the book and see what Swan Spirit has to say. With their grateful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When Swan Spirit arrives, you are called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available on the surface. You may think you know what is best for you now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, for there is self-knowledge you are not aware of and great treasures to discover. As you come to know yourself more intimately, so too will you come to better know others. Swan Spirit asks you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others and resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances. Know there is much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Choose to deep dive into your why, asking the deeper questions of yourself. You are led by the grace of Swan Spirit. So, yeah, that's what I was with that pause. It's pausing to deep dive into yourself, getting back to your values, getting back to what's important to you, what's in alignment with you. Because a lot of times in eclipse season, that can like just shift really drastically. And you won't even know it's coming. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. You could be smooth sailing too. And sometimes those changes are, well, they are for your highest good, but sometimes they don't feel like that when you're going through it, because we don't like change. But yeah, so Swan Spirit is asking you to deep dive into yourself, your why, your values, and what's important to you. And we ask Spirit to show us what that is for us. Don't talk yourself into deep diving into something just because you see the potential of things instead of what they really are now. The necessary work and patience involved may not be the best use of your energy. Have you seen the potential in someone and think that if you love them and support them, they will become the person who knows you love them beyond all others? Have you ever stepped into an opportunity that you know feels too good to be true and might not turn out the way you hoped? Now is not a time for selective, limited perception that can lead to misjudgment. Instead, this is a time for going deep and being honest about what you find as you explore the depths. Have no fear, for whatever you find below will help you find love and understand yourself and others and make better choices. Can you sense Swan Spirit calling you in to deep dive and resurface again, to choose again? Sorry, I didn't end that out very well. But what I wanted to come back to was I was just looking at this the other day. It's time to see things for what they are, not as you see what they are, not what your perception is telling you. So it's like, wanting to change someone maybe, and you can't expect someone to change. You have to accept them for who they are. Like, you accept them for who they truly are, and then make that decision, not for the way you see, not for the way you think they are, or the way your perception, the way you perceive it. I hope that makes sense. um, because we're manifesting our own bullshit, our own problems. I know we never like to hear that, but it all comes back to us. It's some kind of mirror or reflection of our internal world. And I know that sucks sometimes to sit down and admit, um, but I feel like just coming back to the judgment part, that to step away from the judgment, or judging someone, and because that judgment is what creates these expectations of what you see, what you perceive things as, instead of as they really are. So I would love to know If that resonates with you, please let me know. So that was the focus point for this reading. So now I'm going to pull two more cards. And the first card is going to be a gift to give, what you are to give back to the universe. And woo, that's what it is. Ooh, you are to give back trust. It's time to trust and surrender. But I love this, the calm water here. It's not like super, it's very calm and peaceful. And that's what the universe wants you to be. They want you to flow with ease through this eclipse season. And the way to do that is to give them your trust, your faith. It's a trusting the universe in God and source. That's what that is. It's faith. So staying grounded, being the calm within the chaos. Because a lot of other people may not know how to navigate. They're not as good as navigating the emotional waters. So that's why it's important for you to be the beacon of light, to be, the grounded person. And the gift to receive from the universe is success. Yeah. It's like a bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Toucan. But I'm seeing this is like, oh my gosh, this is like the blood moon. This is like the blood moon. Wow. Yeah, I think I want to look this up in the book. Usually for those two cards, since they're just like one word cards, they're really good for these kind of readings, but sometimes I feel the pull to go deeper. Tropical jungles are some of the richest and most successful habitats on our planet. They have incredible diversity, a multitude of plant varieties and animal inhabitants. They are dense with life force that is rapidly growing and rapidly changing. The lush of their vegetation is essential to the ecological health of the earth. In many ways, the success of the planet depends on the rainforest. These areas are called the lungs of the planet. The plants absorb carbon dioxide, produce oxygen, and help reduce the impact of the worldwide climate change. In addition, thousands of plant and animal species that may have medical properties have yet to be discovered. The sacred landscape wants you to know satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment are at hand. Success is waiting to expand in your life. Be ready to accept and embrace the success, for it might occur rapidly. All is possible. The gates of triumph are waiting to be opened. Being in a state of gratitude for all the small successes in your life will give birth to the larger ones. Your satisfaction will come in many forms and from many areas of life. Celebrate it all and breathe it all in, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This is an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts, and make deals. Good fortune will ensue. That's so funny because many people would tell you not to be signing contracts and making commitments during eclipse season. But I always say, use your own discernment, that doesn't, just like the whole manifesting thing. Um, One thing I wanted to so oh, just the fact that it's talking about it's rapidly changing and rapidly growing. So it just reminds me of like eclipse season is it's eclipse season brings change. And especially with the shifting of the seasons, it just is imminent, you know? It's something that's always going to happen is change. And so, yeah, I think with the blood moon in there, it's all kind of really divine. So, but it's just, what I got from this message is be grateful. Stay in that gratitude to move through this with ease, and that this can be a powerful portal instead of this treacherous waters to make it through, like, you know, social media or some people in the spiritual community want to, portray it. So, yeah, life can get sticky, but know that you are powerful and it can change um, rapidly. So, yeah. So, Swan wants you to take that deep dive into yourself, into your why, into what's important for you, into your values, and your gift to give back to the universe is that trust. You're to give that trust and the faith so that the blessings and miracles can come and in turn you will receive success and what that means for you. So I would love to see how this resonated with you in your life. I just kind of read the energy, so I would love to know um, a little bit of context if you want to share below about how this resonates with you right now. And just know that, yes, it's eclipse season, but we just a reminder to come back to gratitude. Come back to gratitude, take those little mini rituals for yourself, take care of your energy and yourself. And I love you so much, guys. Take care.